So in terms of ARCA West and Modifieds this weekend, on one championship, it all is pretty much all but decided, entering the finale at Phoenix in a couple weeks. Wow, for that's in ARCA West. Well, for Modifieds, it's really heating up entering its finale for Martinsville in 2 weeks, as the Modifieds Championship is getting ready to enter its final chapter and final climax. So let's see how ARCA West and Modifieds fared this weekend in a very short recap. So beginning with the ARCA West race at the Las Vegas Bull Ring, the little Bull Ring quarter-mile track outside of Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This race was mainly dominated by Trevor Huddleston, the championship leader, even though Kyle Keller did lead the early portions to get a bonus point for leading the lap. He would have some issues and would fall and would end up finishing 13 2 laps down. But Huddleston, he would take full advantage of Kyle Keller's struggles to pull away in the championship. The only driver that really had an answer for him in this race was Connor Hall. And despite Hall's best efforts, he just was no match for Huddleston, as Huddleston dominated the race, led the most laps, did everything he needed to take advantage of Keller's struggles. And Trevor Huddleston gets his 4th ARCA West win of the season, winning at the Vegas Bull Ring. And with the winning, now all but extends his championship lead over Keller, as now he'll enter Phoenix with a 34-point lead entering the finale. So while Huddleston, he technically didn't lock up the championship at the Bull Ring, he does come pretty close to it. He pretty much has a really good chance going in. Well, really, his clinching scenario depends on the entry list for that ARCA West season finale in Phoenix. Since a lot of the ARCA guys usually compete in that race, that's usually one of the bigger ARCA fields on the season. But, his situation will be either he, A, can clinch by just starting the car, or B, he most likely would have to finish pretty deep in the feed. He would have to finish by finishing somewhere in the 20s. I mean, we'll find out in a couple weeks when that ARCA West entry list for Phoenix comes out, but I think it's safe to say at this point, Huddleston's finally going to get that ARCA West championship that's long eluded him. Because even if we do have enough cars on the entry list, and Keller does technically have an outside shot at it, being 34 points out, Keller would need a lot of help at Phoenix to even have a chance at winning the championship. Bottom line is, regardless of what happens, Trevor Huddleston controls his own destiny entering Phoenix. Now we go to the Modifieds race at Thompson Speedway, which, with it being the second last race of the year, everyone can call this the go-home race for the Modifieds. As really the first 50 laps of this race was pretty much a battle between Justin Bonsignor and Trevor Catalano. But Bonsignor did lead a lap in the first 26 laps, and that gets him the bonus point for leading a lap, which is crucial for Bonsignor's run toward the championship with Austin Beers. Well, Austin Beers did not lead a single lap in this race. But even though those two battled during the first 50 laps, I think a lot of people forgot that Ron Silk was still racing here. As, Ron Silk, would take the lead from Trevor Catalano lap 51. And once Ron Silk got the lead, he never looked back. As Ron Silk would go on and lead the final 100 laps of the race. And Ron Silk captures the win at Thompson Speedway. Some good momentum for him to build on entering the offseason after a pretty tough year for him. While Beers would end up finishing ahead of Bonsignor. And that now sets up the the championship entering the final race. As really for this championship battle, it's mainly a two-man fight between Austin Beers and Justin Bonsignor, as Austin Beers will enter with a 14-point lead over Bonsignor entering Martinsville. I believe for Austin Beers, I believe he can clinch the title at Martinsville by finishing 10th or better regardless of what Bonsignor does. So, I believe I'll have to check the scenario, but I'm pretty sure that Beers can clinch it at Martinsville just by finishing 10th or better. So yeah, he'll still have to perform. Or he'll need a little luck if Bonsignor has a bad day. And for Craig Lutz, he could have a shot at it being 33 points out, but It really depends on how many cars are on the entry list for Martinsville. But most likely, what's the situation is, Craig Wentz, he'll most likely be eliminated at Martinsville once they take the green flag. Or when Austin Beers starts the car at Martinsville. Pretty unfortunate, but hey, Craig Wentz, you had 15 races to get in position for a championship. You didn't take advantage of it. So yeah, it depends. But if we do have enough cars on the entry list for the Modifieds race at Martinsville, Wentz could have an outside shot at the title, but he would need a lot of help to come close to the title. Effectively, the Modifieds Championship, it's just a two-way fight. So the stage is set for Martinsville in 2 weeks. Austin Beers versus the reigning champ, Justin Bonsignor. Will Beers finally get his first Modifieds title? Or will Bonsignor continue to add to his impressive Modifieds career and win another championship? Tune in to Martinsville in 2 weeks to find out. It's going to be a good battle. Since Modifieds always puts on great races, and is a very underrated series that deserves more attention. And in turn, this championship battle should get more attention. But it won't, because it's a season-long points format, and NASCAR don't like that. Since they all care about playoffs and manufactured drama and dog shit. Wait a minute. What the hell is this from Steve O'Donnell? Wait. The Steves don't like what they're seeing right now? O'Donnell and Phelps are having their coming to Jesus Ebenezer Scrooge moment? This is gonna need another video to talk about this, right? Damn. Did not have that one on my bingo card.